Off the start here. Hopefully everybody in the eye of Milton. Hopefully you guys have got out or you are really seriously hunkered down. Looking at all the forecasts and all that, I can tell you right now, don't expect this thing to drop down to a 3. It's going to be, it's going to be bad. Supposed to have a couple people showing up here, going to stay here with us. So they're bringing their campers and stuff. I'm about to pull up my channel here, get all my stuff set up. Let me see here. Milton Live right here. There we go. They'll make it where I can see everybody, right? I'm a bit north, so I'm a bit north, and it isn't shouldn't be a big deal for me. Hopefully, now as long as it stays on the current track, the middle of the state is just going to get hammered, and it's going all the way across as a hurricane. It'll probably exit as a 2. Bonita Creek, Maddie, what's up? Paul, oh no, Bill Williams, Rob Connett, Bonita Creek. Yeah, I had to pull this up. Maddie, yes. Hayden, John Law, what's up? Guess who got a Fury? Did you get a Fury? James Wise Carver, yes sir. Sergeant, what's up, buddy? George Wilson, I'm planning to try. Everything with 4-wheel, Lego, RC Demolition Derby. You can tell. Yeah, I saw Kevin's comment about that. The little Lego thing I did. Maybe in January we might can host something like that. Sergeant, yes sir. What's up, Marcus? Coffee bag. Andrew Sir. Andy. Yep. Almost got me. George Wilson, yes, I am just west of Jacksonville. Let me see here. Andy's last name. Oh, don't worry, Clayton. I almost got it. I almost said it. Sweeping storm, yes, sir. Oh, doing very good. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Seth, AUKUS. Do I like the new name, AUKUS RC? I'm not sure. Angel, is there a question? Do you have the Castle Creation XL2 ESC and 2870? I do not have the 1700 kV motor from Castle. I have not got that one yet. Mir Discovery, what's up, buddy? Got a real one. Good, dude. That Fury is amazing, especially when you put brushless on it. James RC, what's up? Robin, what's up, Robin? Joker Mayhem. I'm gonna do my best. It's supposed to come in tomorrow evening. Of course, it always comes in at night. Lose everything with 4 wheels. Me and Kevin collaboration. Let's just say we're going to possibly have the king of all collaborations. But you guys got to wait till about January, because it looks like that's when it's going to happen. But Kevin may actually spend some time out here. So if he's here, we're going to be running some insane things in that backyard at the Exoplex. Yeah, it'll be more of a team up than a collaboration, to be honest with you. Andy, I will not say that last name. So what's this about some kind of superstorm? Pat House, buddy. It is a monster of a storm. I don't want to make this connection, but years ago, when a certain storm that started with a K, it was actually labeled as the most perfect storm to come out of the Gulf at that time. So is Milton. Matt Hurst, what's up, buddy? The new cat, man, I can't get this thing to leave me alone. I'm in there editing on the computer, building things. I'm about to release some new axle stands for crawlers. I have them for 10.3 all the way up through the Moose to the H10 optic. That this will be an H10 optic right here. So I will have quite a few different versions available. Hopefully they'll be up soon. Sean Moreland, yes sir. Matt Hurst, RC Robinson. All right, Blades RC. How is Skid Stain doing? So right now, Skid Stain is taking care of the skids where they're supposed to be. So I'm happy with that. Is the Exocaged International? Yeah, basically. Yeah. May even have a visitor from Canada down here soon. Can you do a vid of where you attach the Castle XL2 combo on a Traxxas X? You're talking, Angel. You'll need a motor mount for that, buddy. So you got to have a motor mount, either Vidavon or any of the other manufacturers out there. They can have a motor mount because it won't fit in your stock mount. Nope, not doing it, Marcus. Any micro servos you recommend for the Losi NASCAR? Joker Mayhem, any micro servo like the 99 micro from Reefs, the 179 micro from Reefs, anything in that size bolts right in, except for you can't use the stock servo saver. I was simply using a plastic horn, just a simple plastic horn. I did have to drill out the holes to put the threads in, so you will need a small drill bit for that. You're talking about the big Super back there? Miri, he may be able to. 252 on right air, 2S up on the EC3 connectors. That's it so far. I got you. Do you think you would do some for the Rift with portals? Yeah, actually, I do want to mess with Rift. I haven't messed with it yet, but Rift will obviously have a straight and a portal version. It's probably just a difference of about 5 millimeters or so. So nothing major on that. Gundam Nut, what's up, buddy? I was like, going, finally a dream truck. Picked up a rival MT10 for $100 RTR. That's pretty nice right there. All right, let's see if I can get this up. All right. All right, let's see here. This is a Super, by the way. Look at this thing. This is a Super right here. 4-wheel steer, monster tires. I'm going to I'll have this video done and uploaded to channel members tonight. Channel members, you've already got one sneak peek at one of the ones it did. But regardless, what's up? I'm live.
Huh?
I'm live on YouTube. You want to come in? Okay. The wife checking on me. Wonder why I'm in here talking to myself so loud. All right, this doesn't look bad, actually. That actually looks good. Look at that. That is actually nice. Huh. I like this stage killer body. That actually looks good. I got no stage killer body up here too. That is actually nice. And it protects the carbon in case of a rollover. Nah. Oh well. You guys have seen it. That does look pretty darn good on there though, doesn't it? Really impressed with that. All right. Let me see. Australian, United Kingdom, United States, RC. Oh, wow, that's a whole lot. That's a big acronym, AUKUS. The new trash company, so far I guess it's okay, but I can't do what I used to do unless I compact everything. Have I used spastic paints? Yes, I have. And some of it's okay. It just seems to spray on a little bit thinner than what I'm used to, because I typically use the Tamiya paints. Super. Dude, there's a lot of caster, but according to Keone, who owns those, that's what it was. That's what it's meant to be. Oh, he looks like a Mars rover. Dude, that thing looked good with that body on there. This is the Moose. You guys have all seen the Moose. So we're good to go there. I'm going to put a body on mine because I was doing some MOA stuff today. I'm going to put one of those bodies on this one for sure. V1 Exo Bouncer is done. Oh boy. I think this is going to be nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a body mount to mount on the top links right here and have 2 in the back and 1 in the front. So it'll be mounted on the axles, not the chassis. So the chassis will move up and down inside the body. That should be pretty neat. I'm planning to work on that a little bit this evening. Oh, man. Source supply in the U.S. Oh, like I say, green looks more real. Pimp my crawler. Yeah. Can you explain how those tires work on a Super with some being so tall and no sidewall? Yes, it's the tall and no sidewall, very soft inserts. I'm considering making an insert for them, but it would be a very small specific version of a Pro Code. Because I think foams are really important in those tires, more so than what I think I can get out of an insert. But the way they work is, let me show you guys real quick. Let me show you guys something about this thing. So I want you to see, as best I can, look at the weights. The weights are down in the wheel, okay? So these are like a loaded dice setup, and they are literally, you can see right here, there's nothing but cross pins in there. So that actually is about as low as you can possibly get the thing. So this is why they have such a low profile tire, to get the weights all the way down here. And it's the same way at both ends. Now, obviously the back has less, but there is some in there. So, and he's running 900 LP in the front and 800 LP in the back. Now, my preference on servos for four-wheel steer is the stronger, slower servo in the back. That's my preference on servos for four-wheel steer vehicles and stuff. Exo Bouncer V1 is done. You got to send me some pictures, Andy. Let's go. Does that need more power to turn? Yes, it does need more power to turn. And some of these guys at the competition, they'll have a servo and they'll actually have it gear reduction again, like 2-to-1, like a say a 10-tooth pinion gear and a 20-tooth spur gear. So it even reduces the steering. Let me see. It increases the torque, slows down the speed again. So that way, when they can get that loaded, because you're talking a tire like X-Max size, basically. Yeah, about X-Max size tire. And that's a lot of turn. It takes a lot of torque to get that. What's up, Bad Fish? Yeah, there are weights all the way down there. It's the same way, but to a lesser degree, like what these right here are. You see that? So yeah, this is called the Loaded Dice by Deluxe Fab. So basically everything above that, they want it to be as light as possible, but for some reason this one came with a big brass belly in it. I'm not exactly sure why. I've been half tempted, since I can pretty much print darn near anything I want to just actually print up a light version of that. But heck, it might be easier to just darn order the aluminum one or the Delrin one. It'll be stronger. I can do nylon. Is there a rubber-like filament for 3D printing? Tried to make tires, but TPU wasn't what I was looking for. I don't know. I know some TPU is softer than others, but I do not know if I don't know if there's anything. I know you can probably print sand paddles. I've done that before. First time here. What's up, Brandon Upchurch? I get an extra can for $12 a month. Okay. Any interest in vintage stuff? I got a Clodbuster and a Midnight Pumpkin. Let me get my Centon. Didn't realize what's down there. It's on Exocaged Facebook. It's on Exocaged Facebook. Okay. Dude, check out the sunset in Florida. It's crazy. I imagine it is. I'm too busy looking at a phone on one side and, oh no. Hopefully I got enough charge. I don't want to have to plug in my charger up there. If I do, it might make some noise. It's a clean noise this time. I changed it. Many hard part wheels, but those big ones are on the level. Oh yeah. Maybe channel, but did you see DRC's Arma Fury conversion to a Raider XL? I did not, Reaper Bandit, but I'm fully expecting a few different versions of the Gorgon driveline to be used, and it makes perfect sense to make that make that into a Raider. Where would one get a Super? Typically Deluxe Fab makes them. I'm not sure. Exo.us, they have them as well. And then you got to go to Deluxe and get the axles. You basically have to build the Super. Unless you buy a used one, you pretty much got to build them, I believe. I don't think anybody is selling like a RTR Super or anything. Brass slides better than... Yes, it does. Brass does slide. He offered it to me today. Hey, Joe, changing sub a little bit. You ever get that 1/5 pound point? I have not had a chance to really get down there. I ordered the metal rod ends to go into the bottom of this suspension because I want to bend those. I want to bend the bolt that comes out forward a little bit so I can get some caster. I think once I get some caster on it, I think we'll be all set then. As it is right now, I can't see any way to just simply adjust the caster, but it does need caster. If it goes dead, you have to say someone's last name. Oh, sure, but I'll just drop this thing outside, you know. You got a Bandit. The Bandits are vintage, I guess you could say, yeah. Oh, man, we had a couple gold pan RC associated RC10s out here this past weekend. Kyle, it's supposed to start rolling in tomorrow. Have I done anything to the machete at all? Man, I tell you what, I've been wanting to open it up and get that center diff thickened, but I haven't messed with that. But dude, that thing runs so good. It really is an underrated performer. Super like an Exo bouncer. Yes, you gotta build it. Do a super short course truck race with hundreds. A super short course race with hundreds. Okay. A new Holmes Crowmaster at high voltage and so on conformal coating to come in so I can get some on my car. Did you guys know that Cow RC has conformal coating? Let me show you. Look at all the Cow RC up here. Oh, you can't see it. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah, you can see some Cow RC up there. They actually have conformal coating now. So I saw this, picked it up, and just to keep it. I'm not sure if that's glass or plastic. So a super. Did you ever figure out who ordered that mystery Raw 500? No. I think I've still got that somewhere here. I got a Raw 500 and a 299. The 299 I got just to keep in stock for the guys here locally racing, just to have something to take care of them if they need it. But we also have Sean here now, Jack's RC Recycle Repair. So we basically have an on-site hobby shop, which is pretty darn awesome. Oh yeah, the little fan boat thing, yeah. I still have to upload the fan crawler, don't I? What's up, Enlighten? It's urethane coating, I believe. Conformal waterproof coating. That's all it says on it. I don't know if it's urethane or ceramic. Max 8 G2, 19.2 long shank pinion, fan to the side of the mud skirt. Now the shocks, yeah, the shocks do kind of really plant it down, but I could use more travel, probably like what you got right there. Am I planning on attending Beat the Creek 2025? Yes, sir, I sure am. That is not my super. That is actually Keone's super. I have 3 supers here, by the way. 3. I think that's the main one I'm going to mess with. I might mess with some of the others, but that's the one that really got my attention. RC Maniac, yes. We'll be fine. Reef has an orange raw. Yep, I saw it. I use Flash Hobby 50 or Strict Power Servos. I haven't used the Flash Hobby that I know of. I do have a... It's possible. I may have something, but I don't really know. 1930. I'm just sipping on it. I'm probably only going to drink this much of it. We're never going to forget that one love, even if you took it down. That's right. I put that thing to private as soon as it was over. I believe Gundam nerds use it for their plastic kits. Well, this would give you a coating over top of it. It's actually a pretty thick coating. Sean may have some, yes. You want to just do a couple ESCs or a BEC or something, Paul? You're welcome to use some of this. I had some other up here. I had this, but it is done in, I've had this for about a year. That's really thick right there. I think it's time for that to go away. I'm starting your silicone, calling them through Holmes Hobbies. Oh, so it's made through Holmes Hobbies. That's good. Saw that Lego build. They didn't know Legos. I really don't mess with Legos, Marilyn, but it was kind of one of those things where every now and then I'll step out of the box just to try something, like with the electric bikes or, you know, whatever. I'll just kind of put something out there. Typically it fails miserably, but I'm kind of thinking I've got this one. So I've got this one. If that box cost me about 15 bucks. If that video somehow makes $15, I'll put this one on. I'll put this one together. This one was around 20 to 25, I think it was. But anyway, if that video actually makes 15 bucks, I'll do this one right here. If not, you won't see any more Lego videos from me. It's just not worth the hassle to put all that together. And plus, I had to break out glasses to put that thing together, man. Jeez. And then when you mess up, you got to backtrack like 5 spaces back and redo all of that because you messed up. What's up, Flapping Lips? I've never had a copperhead, but I've heard that they're pretty good. JK EcoBoost 35 kg. Some of those Eco servos like that are really good, buddy. You want something before haul and crawl? Well, come pick it up. Put it on there. Let me know how it works. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the Fury right now, but I like it as a short course. Stick welding right there. Stick welding, okay. I've done stick, MIG, TIG. I've TIG steel, cast iron, and aluminum. Wasn't the best at TIG, but I was the cleanest. I need to. Dude, I do have a pair of glasses around here somewhere. I was looking for them earlier. They are literally 0.5 though. They're just barely glasses. They're around here somewhere. But 0.5 is the how strong they are. So let me see here. Let me go to this Facebook and see if I can find this Exo bouncer. My XX6 bouncer. I see Arthur's posting again. That's good. Groups. Let me see. Is that the one I got to go to? Let me see. Thought I would never get this thing done. I see the V1. Yeah, I see the V1 right here. You got the V1 put together? Exo Bouncer V1, okay. And then you got your V2. Nice. What he's talking about is he has 2 RAM bouncers, Exo bouncers, at the same time. I've got 2 here, but one of them's not mine. I've had it for 7 months now. You purchase any H-Tech wheels? I don't think I've messed with any H-Tech wheels. I don't think I have. That white can. Oh, that is something I got off of TikTok. It's actually okay. It's been there for a day or two. This is that Lost and Found. Believe it or not, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I've been trying to get that strawberry, but I can't get it. Hey, Reef is here. My first thing here. Why do we always talk about servos when you pop in? I believe we were talking about, was it 99s and the 179 fit in the NASCAR? You're out there behind the high school, though. From your video, it looked like I was out there behind the high school. I haven't been behind a high school in a long time, buddy. You're in St. John's, right? I'm with you, Drew. Really? Now I'm always going to be... Oh, my God. You guys are just looking for nicknames. Just kicked the bucket the other night. Want to replace it with a Reef servo. On your T-Rex 4 High Trail, does that... Rob, does that have all the other servos in it? The shift servos and diff lock servos? If it does, go ahead and put yourself a Reef servo in there. But make sure you get his BEC. The reason for his BEC is it has a built-in bypass around the receiver so you don't mess up all your 6-volt stuff. So that's a really nice feature about that. Doug, I do believe I am going to be fine here, yes. Flash 50 and 60. I think I've had a Flash servo, Flash Hobby servo at some point. I'm just not sure what I did with it. Started needing glass about 43. Fine print. All right. I tried stick welding and Philly. My lights always blew out. Post on Facebook. Okay. You got the new Holmes Hobby Servo and F-150. Pretty smooth. Okay. Holmes has got some really new servos, and he recently revamped all of his servo lines. So, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, every now and then I'll need just a little bit of something. It's like a 0.5. Okay, so Rob, yours doesn't have all that stuff. Are you running the stock receiver? The stock receiver is also limited to 6 volts. You would still need that. Now, if you're running like a GT5 or something, and you have a ESC that you can bump the voltage up, then you could go for it pretty easily with that. But otherwise, I do recommend that BEC. The biggest feature of that BEC isn't so much that it's 8.4 volts. It's not all of that. It's that it's got the bypass built into it. That's an important thing when it comes to crawlers and keeping your electronics and all happy in this, the vehicles and stuff. Fits no fault, service bad placement. Oh, okay. The McDonald's sign of Monstrose, Colorado only has 1 arch. That might not be a McDonald's. That might be a McDonald's. Or Unique Donald's. Or a Cyclodonald. Okay, I'll shut up. Because anyways, yeah. Do you require an interior for our Class 1? No, sir. We do not require an interior for our Class 1. Tuna Vaughn, what's up? From Finland. Max Paul, what's up? Turtle RC. When are we going to see my SBR 2.0? Speaking of the SBR 2.0, I actually traded that off to Sean. Sean sold it to DFD. And this past weekend, Sean traded and got it back. So that particular truck has like switched hands and came back home. It's not technically mine, but it is back here at the Exoplex. Oh, man. 6x6. Crawler. Oh, I haven't yet. I'm still waiting on the order to come out. It's on the order, but I'll eventually get them. Well, happen lips. Let's see. Date, maybe LED. With me, it's like first thing in the morning. I wake up trying to read text, and it just doesn't work. Wake up like this past, I think it was 2 mornings ago. I woke up early. Okay, it was like almost 10 a.m. I woke up and I was like, man, whew. I don't know why I was up so early, but I was. You can see great. I would read new BEC working materials for high trail with stocky electronics. In your deal there, okay, you just simply plug that into your battery, your main battery. One plug goes into your channel 1 for your steering. All right, it goes in. This is coming from the BEC into this channel 1. All right, and then you have an output. That output goes to the servo, and that's how it makes the bypass and all that stuff. Okay. It's ma'am. Yes, sir. Oh, here it is. Got a few shorts to film. All right, Benita. You guys have to swear and make me decide if I should share it or not in the comments. Dude, Clayton, anything you post here is wide open to the world. Just so you know. Anything you post here is wide open to the world. What's my favorite crawler? I don't know. It depends on what I'm running. I mean, I really like the Mias right now, what I call the Moose. VRD is amazing. SCX Pro is amazing. I kind of like the Moose at this point, though. I really love the turning and all of that thing. It is absolutely awesome. Let me see. I can actually check the battery voltage. Let me see here. All right, we still got plenty of battery voltage, I think. Good to see you, Joe. Stay safe. Yes, sir, Andy. You too, buddy. All right, so I should be releasing these hopefully by the end of the week, so long as I still have electricity. But I will be fine. I've been working on axle stands for crawlers for probably 4 or 5 months now, to be honest with you. And I just haven't had a design that I thought was any good. But now I do. Right here. Nice, solid engagement. They will be set up for like the 10.3, TRX4, all that stuff. The difference is in the head right here. You can see how that looks right there versus this one. Versus, let me see, these two look alike. This one right here is a different one. So, and that makes a big difference as far as where it fits on the axle. It's like this right here is for the front of a VRD. See that little notch down in there? That's there on purpose. So I am making some specifically for that. I will have some for the Rift. I got to get those done. Rift with portals. I've already got one for the SCX6, but it's not this design. So, oh, I've got them for the Raminator as well. I don't have one of those here, but I got them for the Raminator, which is a very similar design for that one. But it doesn't have the slide to it. It's actually fixed. So the difference is in the head. Some heads are just better than others. This is true. Very true. All right, the Shop Mini. The ESC should have a direct power output. Most ESCs do not unless you put it on the plug going into from the battery. Oh boy, you got family and property in Tampa. Hopefully everybody be okay, buddy. It's going to hit Tampa really, really hard. Now, I just got something in today that you guys may want since the Shop Mini is here. I just powered it up before I went live here. And this is pretty darn cool. The Shop Mini knows what this is. So this is actually pretty darn awesome here. I can't wait to get this put in. So it will go into this right here, which is pretty darn stock. I've got all the brass to put on this. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Yes, Hobbywing Mini 24 right here. The actual ESC is fully waterproof, encapsulated. You can see all that down in there. At least it looks fully waterproof to me. And it's plug and play. I haven't read into it yet, whether it has any built-in Bluetooth or not, but not exactly sure, but we'll find out. Got my second comp win last night with a cheat. 2 wins in a row on cheat codes. I love hearing that, buddy. Good job, Slaters. Oh, your crawler stands. How do I attach them to the metal plates? Okay, the way I did those. Now, these are some old ones that I had printed off of Thingiverse. They're basically just, and I can't even find this file on Thingiverse anymore, but these are what I got, and I just simply use E6000 to hold them in place. I would set the truck on them and kind of prop the truck and just put these in the proper position, and E6000, that's how I got them in there. And these are nice. You just simply slide them in, pull them out. You can see the slide on this one. Can we see something? Let's see, got a little bit of reflection. There's a computer. Little green thing over there. I guess we're good. Yeah, all right. I have an Atlas 6x6. I need a good mini brushless for it. How much room do you have in there? If you have enough room for something about 41 to 42 millimeters long, you might want to look at the Fusion 16. A 2.3 millimeter shaft on this one as well. So you might want to look at this one for that. I don't know if this... Now the Shop Mini, Ken should know, does this have enough torque to pull, say, what he wants to do? An Atlas 6x6? It is an Outrunner design, so maybe? I don't know, maybe? Reef's got something new on this Thursday. Man, I don't know anything you got going on anymore. You used to keep me in the loop. For a while, I want to know if there's a 124 crawler kit made by anyone not into RTR. I don't know. I think they're all RTR. Did you cut out the metal plates? The metal plates I actually had done for me back when I had a job. So that's kind of, you know, one of those things I did. It's a puny motor like a SCX 24. Then this may actually be enough for you then. RT, what's up, do RC? I'll be watching South Carolina Redneck. RC, good deal. All right, so hold up, let me get another sip of this. I was also working on something else. It didn't work out like I hoped for, but I kind of want to start doing these, but it didn't turn out right. So I'm not ordering any more of those. Servo snobs, Reefs? So you mean they're out there promoting their own servos? Man, who would have thought that? So I want to stop by and say hello, be safe. Apocalypse Zombie, yes sir. Hey, Kenny, where are you at in this storm? But before I actually post anything up for a hat, this is the only one I've got. I did have a couple hats a couple years ago, and they both got gone before I could even get one myself. But I want a better embroidery on it than this. Kind of cheesy. And this stupid thing cost me $35. No kidding. I'm not entirely happy with that. I want it to be better than that. I just switched on, thought you had a skateboard for half a second. No, sir. Start the bidding. Not for this hat. It's not worth it. Really not. Plus it's already been used. So this has already been used a few times. Yeah, I think we can get better hats than this. The little black truck, this is SCX 24. Little Chevy C10, I believe it is. K10. What am I using for the pinion gears? Whatever the stock one is. Typically peel it off and push it back on the new motor. That's kind of what I'm thinking. A patch might be the better way. Marcus, I don't know. I don't know. From what I could tell, it didn't seem like it had the sinusoidal startup like what we have with every other ESC, which means that with the gearing of one of these, typically speaking, you may not even need it. At least I don't know yet. We'll have to find out. But if you don't have that sinusoidal startup, and then it doesn't have that switch over from startup into drive, it should be smooth all the way through. I'd love to get one of these that small and would fit. Man, we know the Fusions, man, they work so good. I like to try to put Fusions in just about everything. Unless it's a build that is very specific for one particular motor to fit. patch, hat, not underwear. Sign it and raffle it away. Sorry, 100. We can clone it. You don't want to clone me. You know if the Losi NASCAR soft tires are available? I do not know. I've got them on pre-order. I've got the soft tires on pre-order. So I guess whenever I see payment come out, I know that they're on their way. For BEC, the Fusion only goes to 7. Yes, now the Fusion goes to like 7, was it 7.4, 7.5 or something like that. And that's okay. It puts a nice boost on the servo, but it's not what that servo maxes out at, because that 8.4 really changes things. It really does. Dude, for 150 bucks, Fusion Pro, now this is the little one, 150 bucks, it is possibly the most economical and best control way out there. Ups, downs, all that, it just controls so well. People be like Sheldon with the Spock napkin. That one I don't know. The track should be fine. For a fat Liper system, I said 24 Super Smooth. I want to grab another one for the Red Cat Ascent. Now the Ascent is not the same as the 24. Gearing and all is very different between the two. These right here, they have that worm drive in them. The worm drive, so that's a very different type system, as you guys already know. But I am looking forward to, when I get off of here, probably going to start this video right here. And if the weather's bad tomorrow, which it may very well be, I think tomorrow is when the storm's actually supposed to hit. So if the weather's bad tomorrow, then you may get a table crawl video out of this thing. So, but I got 2 videos to finish. 1 is done. I should be uploading 3 videos to members tonight. I figured it was a big bang, but I'm not sure exactly. How do I like my Rift? Do I still have it? I do still have it. It's got a Travis Vance Addictive RC cage to it, and I like it. Joe Girding, what's up, buddy? Napkin for Christmas that Spock wiped his mouth on. See, to me, that would hold no value at all. What's the safest, highest pinion you can put on a Fusion SC 1800? Whatever doesn't cause the thing to overheat, buddy. There's a lot of variables in what you're asking right there. A lot of variables. We need Joe at one holding a America flag, blaring Slayer and headbanging for a video. Oh, man. Oh, Primal got 66 out of the shop Challenger. 66? That was it? Are they still running 6S though? When they built that, I found out why my batteries didn't fit. They built that for 6S powered, not 8S like I've been running, or much less the 12S. I don't even want William Shatner's kidney stones. The Fusion Ascent is too big for the Red Cat Ascent. The Fusion Ascent, or the Fusion 16, dude, it didn't even want to fit down between the rails. I'm not going to open that one right there, but it didn't even want to fit between the rails, and the servo, it's hard to see, it was probably into the servo by about this much, by probably good 4.5 to 5 millimeters. So you'd have to relocate the servo or stretch the front end out to even get the length of it to fit. These motors are 41 millimeters long by spec, so you're going to want at least 42 millimeters clearance. Assuming you use a 5 millimeter shaft on the direct drive, two-wheel drive Ford. Yes. Should I try a different axle with less gear down? For me, I used a TRX axle for all the gear down. And it seemed like it worked pretty good, to be honest with you. And it was on 8S. Okay. Now, if they got 66 on 8S, that was faster than the 58 that I get on 8S. So they got that. I mean, my car is done, was that 71 and 73 before they hit a ditch. And just so you guys know, before the car gets run again, or when the car gets put into the ditch again, I will be driving it. High speed like that really isn't my thing, but I'll try it. From Florida, waiting on that hurricane. Man, they could have done better in all parts of that video. Expensive car, first time making it, video type looking. Man, that very first release video they did, man, that was bad. Zero rear suspension. The front made 1980s pan car look good. So, oh man, so the storm is all the way up there at your place, Colossa RC? Paul Smith, what's up, buddy? I hope you got everything taken care of, man. Roof supplies, home defense. Yeah, 19 tooth pinion gear, 50 tooth spur. Yeah, they put the smaller spur gear. I'm trying to get Vidavon to make us some different spur gears. That whole back end of that is pretty much a HPI 5B. So with that set up back there, any big spur gear that you can put on there works. It just does. So 19 tooth pinion gear, 52 spur. That sounds like it's geared up a lot bigger than mine. Mine has got, I think, a 16 tooth pinion gear and 55. So he's geared up a lot higher, and that's all they got. Should have been up into the 70s. Well, Marcus, it's kind of the first in its group. I just find it interesting when everybody tries to compare it to a Limitless. Comparing that to a Limitless is like comparing this versus this. There is no comparison. Not even a little bit. It's like trying to compare an Exo Bouncer to a Rift. There's no comparison there. There's just not. Do they have 4 tires? Sure they do. But there's not a comparison there. There's just not. A fart to a shart. True, Andy. It is not a speed car. So us trying to make it into a speed car so far has not went well. It needs something. When Sean drove it, it was okay until he let up on the gas, on the throttle. And at that point, he spun out. Even when I was doing 58, I also spun it out when I let up. And I was trying the ABS and all that to try to make that work. Maybe I need to turn the brakes up a little tighter on that. But, I don't know. I would like for it to stay flat and stay on there. Well, Clayton, I can tell you this much. If we're at like Beat the Creek, you have your Rift, if we're both walking through like the aisle somewhere, right? And you're driving the Rift and I'm driving the Ram Bouncer, guess which one gets the attention? The big Bouncer. How you did the double bent rear links. On the double bent rear links, all I did was put them in a vise and just bend them. I mean, there wasn't any science to it. I just bent them where I thought they looked good, and that was that. There's no real science to what I did there, buddy. Using a vise and put a bend in it. If you don't have a vise, you could possibly use. Don't use a nice table because you'll leave an indent in there. But you can put it on a piece of board or concrete, put something on top of it to kind of clamp it down, and then push it and give it a bend. You can do it like that. Turn it into a drift car. Man, that would be nothing but just donuts. Andy, is the drag brake off? Yes, there is no drag brake on it. Because I know what you're thinking, like if when you let up, the motor starts drag braking in the rear. No, there's none on it. At least there's nothing that I've got programmed into it, put it that way. When the rear end unloads, it's like it loses grip. It needs more grip and more downforce. I'd like to get some sticky tires for it, but who makes tires that fit this, that are sticky? Well, it depends on how big the parachute is. It might still spin out. You never know. All right. Let me check again real quick. Okay. So I got 50% on this phone, so y'all won't hear the message it says when I plug it in. Put a racer wing on it, turn it into a fast and furious car. You know, it could possibly use a wing on the back. The problem with wings is that once you get going fast, the faster you're going, the more effective the wing is. So if you're going really, really fast, you would have to need, like what South Florida's saying, an adjustable rear wing. Basically, I guess you could possibly... Could you, with the right radio, you might be able to mix like a servo in to where when you're on the throttle, it's actually having the wing flat. But when you let off the throttle, it does this. Or that would bring the front up. Probably bring the front up. But yeah, the adjustable Arlo wing is pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what we're considering. I got a salvaged title Primal Challenger. Arrived damaged. Waiting on update, but the new design is awesome. All right. So you got one. What was damaged on it when you got it? Shocks. It really needs caster. A lot. Lock out the rear shocks. I don't know why we'd want to do that. I'd rather have it at least move a little bit back there versus bouncing. I mean, if you lock out the rear shocks, then it's like the first car they released. Or the first car they showed. Man, I tell you what, Joe. If this thing was all-wheel drive, oh boy, it would be way incredible. For real. Anyone in here build a crawler, bouncer, rift, and if so, what's the setup? Basically, it's the low gear, and there's your crawler bouncer. If you look at some of my older videos, I've got the what I call Thor, which has got portal rift axles and a Spare Time Hobbies chassis with 3-gear transmission with dig from Amazon. Yeah, no, I'll be in trouble buying a bunch of rigs for the Exoplex. Whew, buddy, we can run anything here. Passenger side won't clamp down. Okay, well, adjust the clamps. I did notice the rear on mine, the little tail things where the body goes on. I noticed one of those was bent. I was thinking about putting a rod in there, just kind of tying those in together. Get a Mojave 4S or one of them new red cap Valkyries. Oh man, tough one. Probably go with the Mojave. It has a much smoother suspension travel. Locking the shocks will keep it on the ground. I kind of have my doubts about that, Andy, but I'm not a speed guy. To me, if it's going to be locked out, then every little bitty bump is just going to put the back tires in the air. Do I have any tips on printing inserts? Yes. You're going to mess up a lot until you figure out how to make them soft. It's really easy to make them too stiff. Wall thickness is a big deal there. When you go through your slicer and you start looking at it and you pull that down, you got to watch all the runs, every layer all the way up, to make sure you get like in the middles, you get one pass on up. If you have two passes, it's gonna be too stiff. Simple as that. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that. On the Flying Fury. See, the thing about it is, Mike, they've got really thick oil in them from the factory that they don't just free run. It's not a real quick suspension. The shocks actually have a lot of dampening right out of the box, believe it or not. Yeah, Clayton, that's what happens. The Gorgon is a little bit tall and short for that. Unless you can figure out a skid to go on the back of that thing to actually hold the front end down. And I don't have my Gorgon in here, so I can't show you. But I have something here. This is what goes on the back of the Creighton 12S. This is actually made by Top Level RC. This is a drag skid for off-road. This right here, there's a tab on the back of the truck that this goes into, and you can actually adjust the height of this. But basically, as soon as you hit the throttle, this right here comes down and just takes you right on across. You can see there's a few little rubs on it. When I go out to the park, which is Omega Park here, and I run them, this is what I run on the back of it. Beefy. Looks like 5/16 thick. And this is not a bent piece. That's actually a machined piece. This is a one-piece billet. Wow. That's a billet piece right there. Slow Rider, what's up? Max 21 ESC handles 16S. I have not seen a Max 21. I have not even heard of a, is it a Hobbywing Max something or another? What grease do I prefer? That's a pretty easy one there. Right here. Odor Butter by Cow RC. I got more of it right up there. Right there. Thinner oil and shocks and then allow the shocks to move down faster. I don't know, Marcus. I don't know. But all I can tell you is it doesn't like it when you let up on the throttle. Oh, heck. This has something special on it. I'm glad you guys didn't see that. I was talking about the Ascent 18. I forgot I had something on here. It's okay. It blended in. You guys couldn't see it. The front shocks to separate fast like drag cars will transfer the weight to the rear for better motion. I just think that the stock tires just simply don't have very much traction. Now, the tires that I did the burnout with, those might have more traction than what's on there, believe it or not. It did kind of get a little bit sticky in there. Close, top your hands right. Going dry, up, they're not cheap. Oh yeah, it is open. I was in it earlier today. I did an oil change on the tractor. It was due. And then I figured I knew it was due and I knew I got the storm coming in, so I figured, well, if I got to get out there and rebuild the road, let's go and get that oil changed. James, I've only made those for the local guys. And the reason is, it's almost wheel and vehicle specific. It's like, I know with the Proline wheels on the Losi Truggy, they fit there. They also fit the Techno, but I don't know what else they fit. And it's such a specific fit part that it's kind of hard to, match them up without having the vehicle here to actually check. There was a guy here running the track earlier today that he needs some, but I've not messed with his wheels and I've not messed with the axles and all that stuff, or the buggy. I mean, it's just a Typhon, but my Typhon has the Creighton hubs on it. So what will fit mine has got a different offset than what's going to fit his. So I told him if he wants something, he's going to have to drop his vehicle off and just give me a few days to come up with something for it. If you get the front shocks, it's different. Those dirt deflectors, yeah. Should put up a live feed of the Exoplex so we can watch out for you during the storm. It's going to be at night. You're not going to be able to see anything other than rain from the security cameras. I mean, I got like 6 security cameras, and when you look out at night, all you see is the rain coming down. There's not like much you can do with it. Shows Hobbywing fat can on 16S with a sensor wire. Really? So they're running the 560 on 16S? Oh, wait, he did 123 on dirt? 123 on dirt? That's pretty freaking awesome right there now. Man. Justin Candler, I don't believe I'm going to get hit hard by the storm. If it holds on the same track, I'm going to be on the north side of it. So I should be okay. Should be. Yeah, if Ryan Hall is down there, then that's where you need to be, because there's not going to be any action here. I hope not, anyway. Did you see where that one guy that's going to try to ride the storm out in his boat? The guy's missing half a leg, and they cut off his Social Security. They said he wasn't disabled. That's a bunch of crap. Let me see. All right, what you guys got going on here? It's 8:08. Now, see, that's the thing, James. There's so many different versions of this and that it's just hard to do it without, seeing it. I mean, I could put up exactly what I have on mine, and if it's exactly what you have on yours, then I guess it would work fine. Gotcha. I got you, Joe. So, but I built a CJ7 got yours a bit of on axles. I used a Reef transmission adapter. Sent with the Fusion 1800. Holy moly, bud. It works, doesn't it, Mike? Yes, sir. Didn't see that, but I did see Cletus is planning on riding it out at home. Yes, I saw Cletus's video as well. Man, he's been catching hell at his home this year. See what they've got, this thing going right across the middle and then right out and then dissipating. We've seen them come across and then turn around and come right back in. Hopefully the shear, actually there's a cold front coming down, and that's actually creating a shear, which is keeping it low. If it wasn't for that, it would be probably coming right up at me, to be honest with you. 100,000 BTU. I have no idea. Yep, this is that time of the year. Yeah, we've all seen the hurricanes come across the state and then just turn right around and come back. We've all seen that. This they come in with a lot of G-force winds. Tree got my red truck during Debbie. Tree's got my red roof during South Carolina. You want to know how to avoid natural disasters? Paint your roof blue. If you it worked in Hawaii, didn't it? Paint your roof blue. That'll work for you. That shows a path of Helene. I've been looking at all kinds of things on that storm today. Oh, Helene? Well, we all know where Helene went. Justin County. Yes, I've got quite a few videos on the Black Mambas. Joe Hands, thank you, buddy. I'm going to try. It's supposed to come in tomorrow. I thought it was going to come in tonight. Was where we probably wouldn't be able to do a live, but it's coming in tomorrow. What about Eileen? What's up, Spa? Spa was the one that was out here earlier today, and he needs the sand shields in his, but I got to get his car so I can fit them correctly. So, Spa, if you want me to make you some sand shields, I'm going to have to get your car and actually fit them to your car. Oh, I saw that, South Florida. I saw that. I did. Dude, I will tell you this. Some of the best, most real footage and reports are people on the ground sharing videos on TikTok. Honestly. Every news agency, they've got their own spin on things and their own propaganda. When it comes to disasters like this, take off your red hat, take off your blue hat, and just help one another out. That's all there is to it. Cassiria, I should be fine on Milton. On new products without spilling the beans? I think everything that's coming out has already been talked about publicly. I think. South Carolina Redneck. What's up, buddy? Manitoba. Hey, buddy. Make sure you have big container of water, Joe. So it might flush your turds down. I've got like 6 buckets. I'm just going to collect rainwater. I'll be fine with that. That way when I go to flush it, the mosquitoes can eat poo on the way down. Oh yeah, Clayton, which one? R.W. Pelham. Yes, and I didn't realize it was next weekend. This weekend, hopefully everything goes okay. This weekend, we've got the Winter Series E1 kicks off. So, Winter Series E1 is this Sunday. Yes, they can, Marcus. But I am planning to go to Halloween Haul and Crawl. Now, if this other storm comes rolling in during that time, I may have to cancel. Let me see. This one's going to be coming in on the 10th and the 11th. Depending on what's happening. Because I'm planning to leave here on the 17th. Then I'll come back on the 21st. So that's the game plan for Haul and Crawl.
Well,
Exo might be releasing a new version. A new version of a Rift? Traxxas and the Mini-Max. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, dude, the Grom platform just rules all kinds of, especially when tight track racing. The Grom is just, it's the king. I mean, there's nothing to it. I would love to see if anybody, if you guys know Horizon or Arma or Losi, get us a Grom Limitless. A Grom Limitless. To have the wings and everything on that would be amazing. I'd like to see a Grom Limitless, a Grom Rally Car, and there was something else. Oh, a Grom Creighton. I'd like to see those versions of Grom come out. Joe, is the RC shirt worth the asking price? I'm trying to find an honest review. The RC shirt, buddy, I'm going to tell you what. It's something fantastic to look at. It's something awesome to have a conversation. It's really neat to drive, but it almost serves no purpose. Like mine, it cost me quite literally about $1,400 to get. And I actually ordered it before the big Russian invasion. To get this thing, after the fact of all that, it actually had to go through Canada to get to me. And then when I got it, I put in 4 Fusion 2300s in it. And it's a legit $2,000 ornament. Does it run? Absolutely. It really does. And it's really neat. It's a beautiful vehicle, but it's not something you're going to be able to take out and just, you know, bash around with. You know, everything works out. Able to go. Grom infraction. See, I never really cared for the infraction. To me, I like the Formula One look of the Limitless. A Grom bouncer. You build that out of a TRX-4M with a chassis on it. And the Arma Gorgon buggy. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a Gorgon buggy. It'll be built on the, probably the Vortec chassis. Do I have a Mojave Grom yet? Of course I do. I have the Grom things and all, but I'm over the mini everything. I want fifth scale basher buggy. Well, that's a big difference between the two. And dude, I agree. If we could get a 8S EXB Typhon, dude, I'd be all over it. They've got everything they need. All they got to do is make a little bit of adjustment, and it would be there. They may not even have to change the arms. Just change with an offset wheel. Speaking of that, I may have to walk out to Sean's place tomorrow and get some buggy wheels from like the Losi TLR 5B and put them on there just to see what it looks like. Then I just need a body, and I could convert my Vitavon one. Oh man, no. I would, if it works and I think I can make it happen, I'll have to come up with a body for it, but I would have to get a whole nother Creighton 8S just for that. I've got an Outcast 8S that I can mess with, but that's a little bit too short, I think. Let me see, I'm better off getting a Ripper or two rather than the shirt. At least you'll be able to use the Ripper if you want. The Ripper is more functional. As far as like, if you put a Ripper and a shirt on the table together, the shirt is going to get more attention. Then once they get past a shirt, they'll see, oh, that's a Ripper. Then the Ripper will get attention. Getting a Ripper too. Of course, silly question. Do I have more than one Rift? I have had more than one Rift. I've got Rift parts in the race camp. Got that one. The body. And see, Bo Duke, when I had mine, I put the Losi TLR 5B body on it, and it doesn't fit at all. I mean, I tried to fit that body on there, and it just doesn't fit. If I could get a body to fit, when Sean had one of his big truck race events, I took it over. Well, actually, no, I didn't take it over. Sean had one, but there was a guy with all kinds of fifth scale bodies, cars and all kinds of stuff, right? So I was trying to see if he had one that would fit. He didn't have one that would fit either. So if we could get a body that would fit that, dude, the rest of it's easy. Mike, I would like to see a competitor to the SCX6. I mean, there's no reason Axial is going to put out another SCX6 unless they do something crazy like their own portals or something like that. You know, I mean, there's no need to. There's no competition in that field. Same with the Rift currently. There's no competition. There's no competition to the Primal Raminator. There's no competition to the Exo Bouncers or the Challenger. So, I mean, look at how long the Losi 5T's been around. Just one upgrade in how many years? Because there's no competition. There's no competition in that world. You just buy the truck, build it, and race. What new Basher batteries are coming out? Oh, I don't know. I've been getting into, I know the Turnigy batteries, the Rapid 6000s, those are proven to be pretty nice. I've run those in quite a few things. The Gens Ace batteries, they're always typically a good battery. There was another battery that I was messing with that's actually turning out to be good. Can't think of the name of it though. I mean, they all come from like 3 or 4 different places. All 500 different brands. I did have a stock Black Rift at one time. You're reminding everybody of the Ripper earlier. Oh my God. Wonder if the Asuga is big enough. I don't think it is. Now the Asuga body may fit the Outcast 8S. It may fit that. And we could build off of that, maybe. Actually, I might have done a 6 skill to compete. Nobody stepped up to the plate to compete with the SCX6. The Z batteries are actually doing pretty good too, yes. I think I've only had, if you look at all the upgrades I've done to my Rift, I've probably had about 6. But right now it is pretty much all Vitavon and Addictive RC. I think it's got the snow tires by RC Upgrade on it right now. All right, just got message. They are on their way here, so they left a little bit late. They're gonna be camping from the storm here. All right, drive safe. All the way there on the back roads. Yeah. Scotland. Shamey Fleming. That may be the first I've seen from Scotland. Bo Duke, I have already talked to Red Cat about that. The Vigilante is another platform that's ready to go. That what I did find out was that there is something else coming. An upgrade per se to a particular vehicle that should make it a little bit better. I'm not going to say anything, but you know, I can't say a name, but possibly that. You'll see. Bo Duke, as far as the random huge rigs, I hate to say it, but they were kind of junk. They were kind of junk. Did I get rid of the LMT Rift? No, I still got that. Really, Slater, you like your H10 better? I'm working on something for the H10. That's going to be, let me see, where is that other one at? Oh, this right here. I haven't got these put together yet. We will soon have stands specific to the H10 right here. I got to put these together. I've got bolts on order, so as soon as I get all the stainless bolts, I can make sure everything is bolted correctly and all that, I'll put these on the website. Dude, I've had really good luck with Ovonics. A lot of the Ovonics stuff I've run have been the real small batteries for the crawlers, and so far they've been good. I've had a couple of the larger batteries, and I think I still have them. I've had just about every brand of battery you can imagine, and lost one or two due to excessive puffing or just cells going bad in every brand out there. It happens. I know some guys, they'll get batteries, and after 8 months of running them in a DBXL or something like that, oh, this battery is junk, it's this and that. I'm like, dude, you got to look at what you put the thing through. But it's always somebody else's fault. I wish more people would accept that it's your fault. When I crash something and it breaks, that's my fault. Simple as that. And I try to relay it when I do my stand-up routine right up there. You know? Everybody's looking to blame somebody else. I don't know. Can you say 1/5 or 1/8 at least? Oh yeah. It's definitely labeled as a 1/5. I've also pointed at it. I can see if it's a new version of the Vigilante, it'll be XRT Creighton version of it, and I'll be happy to buy it too. Well, the thing about the Vigilante, it's already wide like a wide X-Max. So, I mean, you've already got that. The center of gravity of it is about the same as the X-Max. I know some people talked about it's higher than an X-Max. To me, it feels about the same, you know? I know the servo in it is a legit fifth scale servo. I've never had to take mine out. Never figured I would need another servo for it. It's doing just fine, sitting on the shelf. I do think I need to start looking at getting a new body for it, though. The body's starting to take some abuse. Did you guys see my recent video where I went backwards up the ramp and then did a double front flip? That was pretty awesome. Yeah, Clayton, the bad thing is you always send me pictures and tell me what you did to do it. And it's pretty much, well, I guess that's what happens. Your Dasher's on the way with your Taco Bell. I have never used DoorDash. I'm going to be pissed if they come out with a new Vigilante. I've poured too much money into mine. Marcus, I don't think that's going to happen. If anything, it'll be what would you call it? Where you can upgrade the older parts, retro or something like that, retro fit or something like that. Paul, you are correct. I do have a vehicle, yes. You are correct. I guess the closest thing to DoorDash I've ever used is the delivery from Domino's. But I don't really care for Domino's pizza. And I love pizza. Updated shredder. Man, I would love to see... Oh, hold on. As far as shredder goes, they did update it. It's called the Machete. That's the updated version of the shredder. Bo Duke, dude, I drive my Vigilante way more than my X-Maxes. Deliver parts in my shop Friday. Really? Well, double A day, so have I. Is the Fury better than a two-wheel drive Slash with LCG installed? DRCZZ. Yes, I believe it is. Tony's Pizza at the Silo Square Plaza. Tony's is gone, buddy. Tony's has been gone for a long time. Well, the one up behind that is a Shelf Queen for sure. And what stinks is when you put a Shelf Queen up there that's got really mega electronics, and it's got a Max 4 with a 560 in the thing. Oh, so he moved it off a CR220. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay. Papa Pete's. We have a Papa John's pizza. I've been tempted to go there. But it's like when you really want the Mac Daddy of pizzas, it's got to be like a Super Supreme or a Meat Lover's pizza from Pizza Hut. That's just almost like that's like when you really want to treat yourself to a really overpriced pizza, you know? For real. We got 29 minutes. We have talked on everything from hurricanes to several RCs to chinchillas, to DoorDash, to pizza. It's probably not the Pizza Hut. Let me see. What else can we talk about? Oh, I got emails. It's just Amazon. Looks like my order shipped. Did that girl ever get her Wingstop? Honestly, I don't know. The rumor is she's still in that car trying to get there. There's a Detroit deep dish they sell at Costco. Years ago, I bought that big pizza from Walmart, and you take it home, you cook that thing. Dude, that was a really good pizza. At Little Caesars many years ago, I used to know this chick. She worked there, and man, I was flat broke. I'm talking like I had like $15 after everything was over, pretty much to last me 3 or 4 days till the next paycheck. I mean, just flat broke. But man, I could go in there, and for $9, I would get 3 massive mega pizzas. And that was when I found out you don't order pizza that you're going to be eating for a week. Or you don't order mushrooms on a pizza that you're going to be eating for a week. The mushrooms get really chewy after about 2 days. They'll bring it. Ripping Wonderland pizza. Little Caesars lunch special deep dish. I like the little bites that Little Caesars has. The $50 F1 cars at Costco. I haven't been into a. I don't know if I've ever been into a Costco. Chicago pan, so delicious. Well, that sounds good, Gundam Nut. Pizza, yeah, good pizza. Man, I'm gonna tell you guys. At the McDonald's we have here, I think it opened in 1992, which is forever. But I was actually helped them open the store. Like I rode in the back of the owner's truck to their personal warehouse, loaded fryers into the back of the truck, and then put the fryers in place. That McDonald's. But when we opened, we actually had pizzas. McDonald's has a pizza, and dude, I'm gonna tell you what, they were good. I really liked them, but apparently the public didn't. So they didn't last long. But man, there were some good pizzas right from McDonald's. And I've had Big Macs with quarter pounder patties. Those are really good. I've had them with McChicken patties, fish fillets. I think I even did, what was that? Fake meat burger, the McLean on there. Wouldn't recommend that too much. But man, I've had some insane Big Macs. But I will tell you this, a Big Mac made with quarter pounder patties, that is really good. The Little Caesars bites, that's it. Man, McDonald's pizza, man, that stuff was so good. And when we would go on break, we'd just go make our own food. And dude, I'd have a pizza this thick. It would make Pizza Hut look like you're going on a diet. Okay, it was good. Whew, man. Yeah, they recently did all the remake on it and everything though. Oh, I have no idea about that, Bo. Graduated high school in '92. Joe called me old. Dude, I graduated in '93. Okay. McDonald's and Taco Bell aren't in my vocabulary. Have you ever tried the new chicken big machine? No. Oh, they got a chicken Big Mac. Really? Huh. I mean, I had one back in the day when the chicken patty was pretty darn awesome. I have not. Menards nuggets. That's funny. Oh man, is it I think it's Popeyes with the was it the General Special recipe? They're spicy or some of that. World Popular Spicy. Those are good wings, man. I'm not sure what a risotto is. All right, fine. Everybody post up what year you graduated. 93 for me. It should have been 92, but I kind of played around a little bit too much in the 6th grade. What did everybody graduate on? Let me see. Everybody's posting it. Let me see. 92, 2000. Man, how many kids do we have in here? Let's see here. Enlighten, Rob, yes. 92, 2010. Oh, you're a young one. Clayton's a kid. 88, 90, 96, 96, 80, 99. McRib is coming. The McRib always comes back and goes away. It's not really rib meat. 2010. Oh, some more kids. Some old parts in here. 75. Dang, Papa, you've been around for a while, haven't you? Man, I remember, speaking of cell phones, man, that was Snake on the Nokia. Man, that was awesome. 37 is a kid. Dude, I turned 50 this year. 50. And I've been jobless for over a year. Go figure. Crib is coming out here next month. I was born in 74. Class of 89. Yeah. I had a big bag phone. You're talking about the one we had like the car battery holding it and all that stuff? 37. Not sure about that one. Connor 2009. Man. We definitely got a good mix in here, don't we? Big time mix. 6x6, 1/10 scale semi. Any tips? Yeah, probably start with the TRX6. That might be your easiest way to get into that one. 2012 Gundam at 2021. Yeah, right. Have a great day. Class of 89. All right. '73. Clerks. Oh, Clerks. I think I remember Clerks. Is Clerks the one where they all went out and they beat up that printer? Good job. Way more important than the old one. I guess. All I know is I'll be up till probably 2 a.m. tonight trying to finalize some of these, that finish my edits and uploading and all that. They said I'm not jobless. They say I'm self-employed. Office space. Okay. Okay, so office space is where they went and beat up the printer that gave them fits for a while, right? Wow, off Clerks was a Kevin Smith. Huh. Was he the one that was in Shaun of the Dead? No, that would be somebody else. TPC reports. I don't even know what a TPC is. Jay and Silent Bob. Yes, I know. I've seen all that. Cheech and Chong. How about those? If we're talking about old movies. Cheech and Chong. What was that one Gundam Nut? You remember it. I think it started with karate. Something about karate, and it had like, what was that? It had some weird looking girls in there. They said something about things were sideways. It was weird. Gundam Nut, you should remember this. Yes, you did. I knew you would put that up there. That's a classic one. Bloodsport. Was that? Yeah, Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Terminator 2. Man, that was good. What about a cartoon? Fist of the North Star, or Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice was my first where you could really see a lot of things, but they still kept it covered somehow. Elvira, RoboCop, yes. Fist, Enter the Dragon, Vanishing Point. I don't know that I remember Vanishing Point. Yep, we all know Indiana Jones. Tired boss time. All right, buddy, get you some sleep. I did get to watch a little bit of that one, Marcus Landry. I want to say it was like in 5-minute increments. So I lost track of the plot. Yep, I saw Fist of the North Star from you, Gundam Nut. Back to the Future. Yes, all of them. What about old school? What about Gleaming the Cube? Anybody ever watched that one? Gleaming the Cube. I'm over here messing with these things. They're actually pretty nice. I'm really happy with how I got them put together. Gleaming the Cube is still available. Oh man, Christine was just evil, wasn't it? Stir Crazy. I think I may have watched a little bit of that one. Christian Slater, yes. Why are we just binge watch Back to the Future? My 10-year-old daughter. Oh, I'll be sitting at the computer designing whatever, and I'll put my YouTube on the big screen up above it, and I'll be playing. I swear, I honestly do this. I will play the Married with Children. Just sit there and let Married with Children play. It is awesome, man. Oh, Al Bundy is a legend. Married with Children. Popeye, Looney Tunes. The first original Planet of the Apes. Yep, Tony Hawk driving the pizza truck. That pizza truck was actually in a lot of movies, I believe. I have not seen Flying Cars. Two-Lane Blacktop. I think I saw that one, yes. It was on Netflix for quite a while back. Did anybody ever watch the movie Rubber? It's not what you think. Yes, Ed O'Neill was a legit fighter for sure, but it was called Rubber, and it was a sentient car tire. Okay, a sentient car tire that was killing people. This car tire actually was interrupted while taking a shower and got mad and went killed somebody. Yep, a sentient car tire. The movie is so bad, you just got to watch all of it. It's like Sharknado. It's just so bad you can't turn it off. It was so amazing. Dude, man, I tell you what, if they brought anything back like Married with Children, oh my God, the blue hairs would be so mad. I've seen it. Colossus, you actually seen Rubber? Jeez, yes, it was. Shortly called Holmes and Yo-Yo. I've never heard of Holmes and Yo-Yo. Never heard of that one. Yeah, I just I just simply play like let me see. They got like all the first clips and then Al's greatest hits and then Peg, and just like I posted up, I'm like, man, the older I'm getting, the hotter Peg is. Man, and you guys know that in the second season, the first season, I think it was like her real hair or something, but in the second season, it was all a wig. All that red hair is a wig. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but yep, it's a wig. No, it wasn't a ripoff of Maximum Overdrive. It was its own horrible movie. Blazing Saddles would not have it. No, it would not. Yes, we've already seen that one, South Florida. Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Wait, what about Peg? I ain't saying the rest. Now, at that time in my life, it was all about, Christina Applegate, Dude. Yes. And she was also the Cyclops in Futurama. But yes, I know. And that one scene, Jason, where she's pinned up against a wall, I'm like, oh my goodness. That's a gilf if I've ever seen one. So you like the little short clips I've been trying to release? Oh, Bikini Car Wash. Really good one. What about Blame It on Rio? That one's got some good scenes in it, too. Blame It on Rio. That had, I can't think of her name right now, but she married Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher. Demi Moore. Yep. Before she had the work done. What's up, Henry? We are now talking about movies. Blackbeard. I'm not sure if I'm following on that one. Cartoon Stripperella. I remember seeing Barbarella. Favorite trophy truck? All of them. You're all taking a short bus down some coach. Don't did he? did diddly do you? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yes. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Well, there were a few times when Al did go take care of business, and according to Peg, it was a good 30 to 40 seconds every time. Stripperella. Transformers G1. Man, that was phenomenal back in the day. The Breakfast Club. Yes, very good. Did they ever make a sequel to that? The Goonies. All right, we had the Goonies. Gundam, no. The one where the kid invented this bubble and they went like across the universe and they met the green thing. They built a bubble and they were able to transport and all that. I can't. Explorers. That was it. Yes. Explorers. That's it. AA. Goonies 2. Oh, Goonies. Ooh, my battery on the computer is running low. We have 10 minutes. Let's see if my computer can survive. A sequel to. I'd love to see a sequel to Explorers, but bring back the originals, just like, you know, they did with Ghostbusters, whatever it was, where they had the originals in there, but it was just kind of like helping the new ones on there. Jonathan Carlisle, welcome, buddy. Mike Poirier, I'm as ready as I can be. It's supposed to. Oh my God, Stripes and Caddyshack. Yes, I remember those. Yes, I do. Well, then they can just, you know, explain that away. Oh, they're not going to do another Back to the Future. If they do it, they had better figure out a way to give homage. All right. Old movies, one thing. How many of you guys have seen Deadpool and Wolverine? I saw it 4 times in the theater, by the way. Possible 5 times. But I know 4 times for sure. A remake of Christine. They'll probably do it out of a Toyota or something. The Blues Brothers. Man, that jump was amazing. Poltergeist. Yes. That was legit scary back in the day, too. Oh, man. Johnny 5 is alive. Yes. Short Circuit. Absolutely. I'm curious as to how much juice I've got left on the computer because we've literally got 8 minutes to go. Oh, I got 18% remaining. Yeah, I'm fine to go 8 minutes. Weird Science. Man, that refrigerator scene was that Kingpin? I think it was Kingpin where she went to give it a sandwich out of the refrigerator and turned around and found out that the high beams were on. They Live was really interesting movie. I think there's more to that than what they like to say. All right. Absolutely, Clayton. Man, that was a good line from Gambit, wasn't it? It was a beer, and yes, it was Kingpin. Yep. That was a phenomenal scene. They're making new Back to the Future with Tom Holland as Marty McFly, Robert Downey as Doc Brown. That could possibly work. I think Downey could pull that off. Vice Encounters of the Third Kind. Friday the 13th. Yes, it was. Short Circuit, Karate Kid. What was it? Three thumbs up moment in Kingpin. Marcus, you're 100% correct there, buddy. Man, the Freddy and Jason stuff, man, that got kind of really crazy when they was like in outer space. They have a trailer on YouTube. 3 thumbs up. Dude, I like that line. Carrie. Carrie, is that the one where they dump blood on her when she won like the queen of the class or something like that. Crawler shock. A movie, or you're talking about shocks for your crawler? I just ordered like 4 or 8 Red Cat Fusion shocks. I got them on my truck and I think they're nice. The Shining, I think I saw that, but it wasn't really my thing. Man, I just had this other one. Scanners. What about scanners, huh? Scanner where they can like just zoom. Oh, he just hit low power mode on the video phone too. Like scanners, and then like the one guy, he like put his head down and like drilled right through his head. Remember all that. Tommy knockers. I don't know about the Tommy part. Tommy boy? Yeah. Have I seen Balzon Yorkin? I have not. I have not. All right, so we got about 4 minutes. We can get this thing wrapped up here. Ward the Duck. What's a Ward the Duck? Award? Final Destinations. Yep, I have seen most all of those. Scary Movie. That was good too. National Lampoon's Vacation. Yes. Dude, that big old car, old family hauler, that thing was amazing. Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. Yep. Oh, on your chin. I do not know that one. Oh, I was supposed to. Okay, I got you. Yeah, we've all seen Star Wars. Design sand shields for rear sway bars. I'm not planning to mess with sway bars. Does the Fury need sand shields? I mean, I've got that truck. It's box stock. I could come up with something for that. Beer Fest. Spaceballs was so good. Oh man, Spaceballs was so good. City Slickers was good. Oh, I can read, and I typically would spell that out, and I was trying to spell it out like as if it was some other foreign language, but it wasn't quite right. At least not what you wanted. They're going to make Spaceballs too? Well, that would be interesting. What was it? They had all that merchandise but couldn't actually release any of it? Okay. Oh man, Full Metal Jacket. That was good. The most vulgar movie I have ever seen as far as like cuss words was Southern Comfort. Any of you guys see that one from way back in the day? Southern Comfort. Mel Brooks is ancient. Let me see. All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. We got about 1.5 minutes. I got batteries dying all over the place. And TikTok wants me to start selling on their app. What am I going to sell? Deliverance? Never mess with Deliverance, but I know that little like banjo music joke that always goes around. Nirvana. Well, now we're talking music. We'll have to save music for next time. Next Tuesday will be a music video kind of a thing. Squeal like a pig. All right, buddy. Let's go and wrap this up. If you're in the eye of this storm, be safe or get the heck out of there. Simple as that. So you guys be good, and you guys take care. So, and hopefully next Tuesday, I will be able to see everybody, because that will be the Tuesday before, hopefully, I leave and go to Cherokee Rock Village. Halloween Haul and Crawl. Love that place. All right, guys. Catch y'all later. Finish this up. You guys have a good one. Oh, Weird Al Yankovic rocks. I've been to like 6 of his concerts. Everyone was phenomenal. Oh, he's going on tour again too. All right, guys, catch y'all later.